Difficulty, normal, because I don't believe in. For veteran players, one mistake will not kill you, but a few will. Enemies are ruthless and will exploit your weaknesses. That's fine.
Our land is dying, and we are dying with it. This was not always the case. Artara was once a place of wonder and beauty. The 5 races thrived in peace and harmony. Then, long ago, something happened. A cataclysm of unimaginable proportions.
It already sounds like basic,
something so disastrous.
Edgy, but
we don't even have a name for it. For when it destroyed our civilization, it took with it all knowledge of history. The past is now lost to us. Our future is uncertain. We are left trapped in a bleak and dismal present. The land itself is our enemy now. The weather extreme and unpredictable. Droughts persist for several weeks, followed by floods that wash everything away. Yet our gravest problem is the lack of sunlight. Storm clouds shroud our world in everlasting twilight. Without the sun, we are unable to grow food, and so we struggle to survive this dark world, a seemingly hopeless battle. I look back now to when I was a young boy, living on the fringe of the human domain.
Were you a farmer?
While hunting for food, I stumbled upon ruins uncovered by a recent earthquake.
Oh my god, you were the average.
A bad omen, normally avoided. But this time, something drew me in.
Are you just the nondescript farmer / hunter boy who's going to become the savior of the world? Any of your little poking aside, Kanajo, about how you would have quit this RPG? You're both neither, and you hate the cryptic bullshit. I actually go into most RPGs not expecting like the greatest of stories, and I really, really enjoy it when I find an RPG that has a really good story. I'm mostly concerned about the mechanics and the gameplay for most of it, and I'm hoping for a story that's at least decent. I am very much aware that the large majority of fantasy genres and stories within RPGs tend to be very samey. Standard farmer boy is suddenly called to like become the savior of his kingdom. No, not even the kingdom, the world. Look at his powers, he's the chosen one. Anyways, the entire morning passed without the sign of a single rabbit. Rarely was hunting so bad in the woods surrounding your village. It felt as if something unnatural lingered in the air. A frightening thought that sent a shiver down your spine as you slowed your pace and gazed through the trees to a scene of total devastation. To go off of what I just said, my other thing that does catch me on a story is how it's told, how it's delivered, and what happens during the journey. We're going to see the farmer boy brought to be the savior often in fantasy games, in fantasy stories, but the journey through that is what makes the story good for me. The forest laid before you sundered, littered with jagged rocks and vast chasms. The aftermath of the earthquake 3 days passed. Pushing back the impulse to flee home, you moved closer. The adults tell stories of the world, regurgitating treasures from long ago. Just a look, you convinced yourself, your curiosity shortly rewarded by the sight of a large fissure emanating a dazzling blue light. Against your better judgment, you squeezed through the gap, leaving behind the world you've always known. I'm a child! What is this place? Looks like a different world. Perhaps I should turn back. The elders are very strict about all that old stuff. If you come across anything strange that belongs to the old times, don't touch it. Don't press any buttons. Don't take any crystals. Come back and tell an adult immediately. I mean, that's pretty good advice. Bah, they're scared of their own shadows. It can't hurt to look around. Famous last words. I have moments of green. I think it's we're in just click to move for this. Oh my god, and you can click and hold to move. I like the graphics. Gardens of Sorrow 3 miles, Hebden Car 9 miles, Ostwick Bridge 14 miles. Those names mean nothing to you. Ooh, it's very pretty. But I will say that those people that have played this game like speak nothing but highly of it. It's considered one of the hidden RPG gems on Steam. As you approach the statue, its eyes flicker with life and it speaks. Welcome to the sanctum of the first Magus. Wizards! Please state your business. I just want to look around, The first Magus awaits you, Ambassador Chunstable, representative of the king under the mountain. Who? No, wait a second. I'm just a boy from the village. I was taking a look around and there was a... The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. Maybe I'll just go back the way I came. Please stay where you are and do not be alarmed. The Sanctum Guardians will escort you to the administrative captain. Resistance is not advised. You wait apprehensively for a moment, but nothing happens. Oh well, guess I'm off. I like how the kid basically is going further in, even though he's all like, everything tells me not to. Below you lies a large throne lined with immense luminescent crystals. As you peer over the edge and focus your attention on one of the larger blue crystals, a faint voice calls out. Fear is the gatekeeper that turns back the masses. Have courage. Your destiny beckons. Destiny? Oh my god! Who are you? What is this place? Come to me. The time is nigh. A powerful desire to leap off the edge of this precipice to the throne far below washes over you. Sweat breaks across your brow as you force yourself back step by step. The voice vanishes, but the irresistible urge to reach the throne remains. You look around for a safe way down. I suppose I could just jump if I'm like a chosen one and all. It won't hurt me, right? Oh, you can zoom in. Morning, Mrs. Doubtfire. Hi, Griffalo. Hello! I can't be too loud. Oh my god, I've got to move the fucking fan. I'll be right back. I just remembered before he says anything. All right. I have a fan. We have a fan that usually is in the bedroom mostly for white noise at night. That it needs to be moved into the hallway. It helps dull noise between the computer room where I'm streaming and playing and where he's taking calls for work. Mrs. Doubtfire, the body of a young boy. What's over here? I always go off the beaten path. I just started playing Dragon Quest XI on my own. God knows with how long that probably is. I'm not going to get very far before I get sidetracked and go back to something like, Phoenix Immortals Rising I'm supposed to be finishing. But dear God, it's so easy to get sidetracked and to, find offshoots and be all like, let's go explore over here. Oh. Hello. Look, a boy approaches. Another human after all this time, but a mere child. He doesn't have the skill to survive this place, and yet he has come this far. Perhaps he is ready. Ready for what? This is all premature. He must develop the power, or else all others will manipulate him. Yes, I sense it now. Are you capable, boy? Do you know magic? Magic? Of course not. I'm just a hunter. A hunter, but of what, I wonder? Tell us, do you always know where to aim your bow, even with your eyes shut? Enough, leave him be. He doesn't understand. Besides, he poses no threat, yet. Yes, let him pass. Let him see for himself. Very well, go ahead, boy. Embrace your fate. Oh, boy! Armor stand. Beautiful armor made of pure gold. It shines as if polished yesterday. Held office between 439 of the 5th era, first Magus Ethridor. Look at bookshelves. Rows upon rows of dust-covered books. You must tell the village elders about it. Perhaps they will not be mad at you then. You were supposed to come back when she found something, boy. But I wanted to look. First Magus Helena held office between times. They sound cheery. They sound so cheery and not ominous at all. He does not hold, he's not a threat for us yet. I'm like, First Magus Audrus held office between other times. Anything over here I can look at? No. Oh my. A boy, you are still a child, and yet you heard my call. How can this be? Tell me. I don't know. Please let me go. I am scared. I just want to go home. Yes, I can sense your fear, but this fear does not rule your heart. There is something else. You are different as I once was so long ago. You're basically a shadow. You are inexperienced, your ability underdeveloped, but there is no mistake. Such dormant feral raw power, an undisputable match. I did understand. There is much to explain, and where I have the will, I do not possess the time. I grow weaker by the moment. It took all my strength to raise the tower again, and I must not rest now. In time, you will forget this place. You will grow strong and skillful, and find a position in your world. For this, before I release you, I must entrust in you an insatiable desire to return. I feel strange. What are you doing to me? For someday, many days from now, you will return to this tower. Seek me in its depths, and on that day, when my power has recovered, we will talk again. Please let me go. Forgive me, boy. You will come to understand, I promise. The memory of this meeting will vanish from your mind once you leave this place, but you will return as surely as a seedling reaches for the sun. Go now, run. This place is not safe for a child, even for you. Learn thyself, give thyself to the world as I have. Return when you are ready. See, I'm fine with that opening. That's actually kind of cool. It's not like, oh, this child, we're gonna turn you into the great, like, hero. It's like, nah, you're not ready, so... Here. Why does the boy sound like Hermione? Because I've voiced both. Yes, it is I.
Descending the stairs led me to a crystal throne, which glittered with swirling light. I felt strangely compelled to approach and sit. As I took my place upon it, a sudden torrent of light enveloped me. The illumination overwhelmed my senses. I grew nauseous and weak, but before I lost consciousness, the throne ejected me to the floor. I fled and told no one what happened, for fear of being deemed tainted and banished from the village, for this was the way of my people. I tried to forget the experience, to convince myself it was my overactive imagination. But the visions that followed said otherwise.
He didn't fully forget.
Every night, the nightmares came. Their torment highlighted my confusion, as each morning I remembered little, fragmented images, words which made no sense, nothing more. I would have thought myself mad, if not for the strange, incomprehensible symbols I often drew in the sand. Proof that forces beyond my understanding were at work. People in my vicinity kept their distance, and I think they feared me. Over time, they learned to tolerate my unusual nature, but I was always alone, left to brood and ponder my strange fate. One winter, it all came flooding back to me. I realized the crystal throne sat not at the bottom of some ancient ruins, but at the top of a construction incomprehensible in scale. That the ruins were not ruins of some lost city or ancient castle, but a single massive tower buried deep within the earth, and buried upside down. Some unexplainable force had lifted the construction into the sky, rotated it, and driven it into the ground. In that moment of clarity, I knew one thing above all others. I had to go back to that place, for the power within was the one thing that could save Artara. Years later, I found myself a commander in the last human kingdom's militia. The king, a just man and good friend, granted me a favor for my years of loyal service. I had but one request: a small force of men and resources to return to the village of my birth and explore the tower. Preoccupied by an eroding empire, the king held little interest in ancient ruins and towers. He did, however, see the reclaiming of a long-abandoned village on the border of an ever-shrinking kingdom as a boost to the people's morale. He gave me what I requested, and his blessing. So here I am, returning to the very place which has haunted me my entire life. It is a desolate place now. Time has not been kind to my village. Most of it has rotted or been washed away. Yet the tower remains just as I remember it. I am in awe of the power within, and perhaps fearful. The men and I are setting up the camp in the village, while Cain and Maev, two of my most capable warriors, will scout the tower. Once again, I feel its call. We must uncover its secrets. We must find a way to reach the power within. If we fail, it will be the end of us.
About half of that cutscene, I was having to get up and get Bodia off of the desks because he kept on getting up on them and was crawling behind the monitors. Yeah, I would have pronounced it Maeve, not Maev. I was like, what the fuck? Long last, just as impressive as I remember. I have never seen anything like this, such green, healthy-looking plants. Whether by natural or enchanted means, something about the soil here produces abundant life. Key to our salvation, whoever returns with the secret will be king of all Artara or queen. Is this the secret we came for, my lord? New crops? I don't think so. No, there must be something else here. Where there is one secret, there may be others. The potential here could be limitless. If you seek to uncover the secrets of this place, then we will do so. Maev and I will scout the area before you proceed. No need for this unnecessary risks. While appreciated, your concern is unwarranted, my old friend. After all, I survived this place as a child. But you're no longer a child, my lord. You're our commander. We swore an oath to protect you. There may be outlaws or raiders lurking. Ha! Scoundrels are of no concern. I'm well aware, my lord, is a skilled fighter, but this is a matter of regulation and duty. Okay. I shouldn't have to remind you of that. A commander's primary task is to command. Ours is to obey, and in this instance, assure this welfare. Maev is right, of course. We cannot afford to lose you to some unforeseen danger or a long-forgotten trap. Allow us to clear the way and provide safe passage. At your discretion, old friend, but be careful. I recall an unease about this place. Strange mechanisms and statues of stone and metal, and something about the crystals. It is difficult to recall. The more I try to remember, the less it becomes clear, as if some will beyond my own works against me. I will return to the village now. Call for me once the way is clear. As you command, my lord. Normally I would allow the lady to go first, but duty calls for the strongest arm and the keenest combat sense to lead. Get behind me and stay close, fair maiden. This is gonna be a long journey. Did you already forget what happened last time you kept calling me that? So you just left? You're like, fuck it. So tell me more about my lord. You've known him far longer than I. Well, for one thing, he wasn't highborn. He earned the king's respect in his position through service and skill. I had been in the king's guard just over 5 years when he first joined, a formidable fighter and quick learner. He showed immediate potential, but he often had this odd, distinct look in his eyes, so odd. To tell you the truth, it spooked most of the other men. And what of this tower? Does he truly seek a way to heal the land, or are we on a fool's errand? When you have spilled blood with a man on the battlefield, you know his mettle, Maev. I don't know what awaits us here, but I could tell you one thing. Whatever he is seeking in this place, he believes it will help us all. That's good enough for me. Maev and Kanye. I'm not going to call him Kanye. That's K. Did he say Kanye? He didn't say Kanye. He said Kane. The statue is made of smooth glass-like stone, the likes of which you have never seen before. Next to it is a wooden sign with an inscription. Here at the fringe of the great northern forest, wise travelers seek the boon of Rathchoke. Whisper to her the name of your dearest and gain grace of the willow and strength of the oak. What's the matter, Kanye? Don't think it'll work if you whisper your own name? My name's Kane. Feels like a rather naive superstition. Besides, we have no time to waste conversing with a lump of rock. Let's go. Sheesh. Lighten up, shield guard. I was just joking. Can I move with the... No. I tried moving with the arrow keys. There's no going that way. Can I rotate, or are we isometric stuck? I think we're isometrically stuck. I found 5 gold. Kind of wish it had a sound effect for picking up the gold, but at the same time, don't really care. By the great spirits, what is this? This water is so clear you can see straight through it. It tastes sweet, too. The merchants back in the city would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of this. Look below. Have you seen fruit trees like that? Oh, like that. You're just messing. The way you said it, I was like going, oh god, did I mishear? Oh god, is his name Kanye? If a merchant would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of that water, they'd give half their wealth for one of these things. Careful, eating strange fruit can have unexpected consequences. You didn't have any second thoughts about drinking the water here. Take a bite, they're amazing. I'll take your word for it. At least one of us will be clear-headed if they turn out to be poisonous. Oh, there's an ancient scroll. Your champions find a scroll of vellum half buried in the soil here. They can barely make out some of the faded text. I have traversed this vast cavern 5 times over and know now that there is no way out. What have they done? Where are all the people? I was sitting with the quartermaster praising the gods for the fine price being offered for my crops. The next moment everything went dark. I awoke after who knows how long to find the... Middle of the page is ruined, but a few lines are readable. Alanya, and I know I will never see our little valley again. I kept the seeds from one of our plum trees and I planted them in a good spot with plenty of water. I planted 3, one for you and one for each of our children. It's kind of sad. More gold. More gold. The gold glitters at least, so you can kind of see it. Oh. Unexpected consequences, diarrhea. That's right. That was what I was thinking. Looks like you were right, High Courier. Outlaws up ahead. Those are outlaws. Something's not right. Why are they just standing there? One way or another, I'll get them to move. Get behind me. As Cain and Maiev come closer, the torchlight reveals fleshless soldiers of a long-dead kingdom. Those are no outlaws. By the great spirits, what are they? I'm guessing this world doesn't truly understand magic or fantasy in the way that you would expect. I think it's like a low-level fantasy setting. Or, low magic setting, I think is what it's called. It's either low fantasy or low magic. Battle mode. Defeat a small group of what appears to be walking skeletons. Risen warriors. Archer doesn't do much, but there's an adept who can use fireballs. Fight. This is interesting.
May the light guide your path.
That's really low. Start battle. So what is this?
All right.
Oh, I can pre-move them in advance.
I never miss. Going.
You can barely hear them. This is fine. Position your units. Move Cain to a position where he can intercept enemies. He has high armor and can take a lot of punishment. Keep Maiev in the back so she could deal death from afar unchallenged. Let enemies come to you. Don't rush. Wait and observe. In the Tower of Time, the reflex doesn't matter, only your tactical awareness and observation skills. Your champions generate threat when dealing damage. Melee attacks generate 150% threat, and some skills generate extra threat. Enemies attack targets with the highest threat. Each enemy has its own hate list. When they are switching targets, it is indicated by a monster icon above their heads. Here, one enemy is breaking from Kane and moves to attack Maiev. This is going to be interesting. In tactical mode spacebar, you can see red outlines showing which champion is currently targeted by each enemy. This is a very important part of combat. Let Kane do his job, make all enemies focus on him. You can switch between slow time and pause at any time in the menu. We recommend slow time. There are 2 combat stances that affect how your champions behave on their own. In stand ground, units will never move by themselves, which is useful if you want to group them together for an area heal or an aura effect. In move and attack, they will automatically attack the closest enemy, moving by themselves if needed. Well, oh, I see it. So stand ground is the left one here, and move and attack is going to be in front. Some skills require a second click to confirm the cast anywhere on the screen, buffs, while others require marking the target area and then confirming the cast. Enemies in the range of the skills are highlighted. Do not waste mana needlessly. It regenerates slowly. In early game, use skills efficiently and maximize the number of targeted enemies. Okay, so maybe it's not low fantasy. It's just they're not used to seeing skeletons. Certain enemy skills will target the ground. Red circle areas show an area of impact. Move your champions outside their range, interrupt the cast, or break the channel. Certain effects like blind, daze, stun, freeze, as well as gravity effects, pull and push do that. Oh my god, this is a lot of information at once. Can I not have an information dump? The key to victory on higher difficulties is to use both the battleground terrain and the skills which affect the map to your advantage. Look for choke points and natural obstacles. I mean, I thought that was kind of obvious. If your champions are low on health or mana, withdraw them to a safe location until they recover.
Sire? Affirmative.
So, oh, I just hit that once.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. Well, what is this? Stone wall creates an impassable wall at a drawn path. Oh, that's an interesting ability.
Right between the eyes.
What can she do? Enchants her weapon, adding fire damage to each attack. Here, go do that.
May the light guide your path. Moving into position.
Is he dying? Aya's worried about him. Go. Just attack. Just call aggro aggro. I hate when they try to rename everything. I mean, it's this. They didn't really try renaming it. They called it threat, which is the same thing as aggro.
Affirmative.
Aggro's more of a MMO term.
I never miss.
He doesn't look like he's doing very well.
Yours to command.
Oh, he has heal wounds on himself. There we go.
Will do.
Right between the eyes.
What is this? Smoke screen. Creates a smoke cloud that teleports to a selected location and removes all threat. Oh my god.
My lord,
He's gonna die.
moving into position.
Oh god. He's fine, right? Achievement unlocks Spartan. Is he okay? I found an axe and 5 gold. I don't think he's good. The voice acting does sound like Warcraft 3. It's kind of Oh. There's like a giant snowball sitting on top of the air conditioner outside the window. I don't know. Anyways. If I had not seen them with my own eyes, fought them with my own hands, dead risen from the ground, what evil is this? Such undying determination. Look there, the severed arm still twitches, intent on continuing the fight. I'm just glad they fell easily enough to blade an arrow. Perhaps we were just lucky. Next time withdraw further back. Your bow is of no use too close to the front line. She was all the way across the other side of the map, you idiot. And your presence only distracts me from the battle. We've just dispatched the living dead and you lecture me over tactics. Really, Kane. So I almost said Kanye. Really, Kane, sometimes you take your duty and rank too far. After all, you thought they were ordinary outlaws and led us right into them. Ha! Alive or dead, they were no match for my skill with the blade. Whatever you say, Kane. Arguing with you is like talking to a stone wall. Should we go back and tell my lord about this? Not yet. We have our duty to complete. Let's continue and see what lies ahead. Press an icon at the top of the screen or I to access your inventory and party management screens. Okay. Inventory is shared between all your champions. Each hero has basic equipment. White, when you remove any magic item from the character slot, base gear is automatically equipped. If an item cannot be used by a given champion, class restrictions, it is marked red. You cannot sell items, so you can destroy them to recover some resources. To dismantle an item, click the dismantle button and then click the item you wish to dismantle. Itemization is very rich in Tower of Time. There are several statistics which can be attached to an item. Next to an item icon, there are several small gray boxes. Okay, I see that. It's right here. Which indicate a number of possible upgrades in Item Forge that this item can receive. It will be explained later when you get access to this technology. Number on an icon, in this case I, indicates item tier. I. Where? In this case, 1. Oh, right there. Each item can roll either a prefix or an affix, green items, or both of them, blue and purple items. An example below, one of the weapons is of Sparks, which adds 1 to 3 air damage, while others is Jagged, which adds bonus armor protection. One example of specialization is that two-handed melee weapons have a cleave damage percentage. Okay. When you attack an enemy, percentage of the primary target damage is also applied to all enemies in a cone area in front of them. Oh, that's interesting. So, area effect weapon. As you get access to higher tier items, new statistics can roll, some of them with negative impact. Okay, so we get randomized items similar to, like, Diablo for all intents and purposes. Oh, so these are all their basic standard stuff unless I equip them with more stuff. So this is a tier 1 Steel Great Axe of Water, and it has cleave damage. He loses his shield when I do that. But his DPS goes from 8 to 15. So I'm assuming that they come out of fights without any problem. What's this number? I don't know what those numbers are. Can I save? Save you. Save you. Beginning. Kanye, oh whoa. That cave doesn't look good. But sure. Inside the cave, your champions see an animal that resembles a dog, only it reaches to Kanye's shoulders. It is feeding savagely and ignores your party. They walk away quietly. Statue. Weary this world can be, and many's the hour that men's minds do bore. So lay your hands on Malpusia's feet and be regaled with tales of yore. Is this some kind of a game? Why do these statues talk to us with silly poems? Maybe it's just the ancients' manner of writing, or maybe their locks are opened by spoken command. Each of these statues could be a secret treasure vault. Let me give it a try, who knows? The second I tell us a tale, spake the... Great spirits, I must be losing my mind. Did you hear that? I did. What is this thing? Place your hands on it if you want. I'm not touching that thing again. The fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, tell us a tale that our minds might be distracted from our grumbling bellies. Spake the second, aye, tell us a tale. Spake the third, I'll tell ye a tale. 'Twas a dark and windy night. 3 men were sat around a campfire under the starless skies, patiently awaiting their suppers. As the wind whipped the flames, the fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, tell us a tale that our minds might be distracted from our grumbling melody. Is this the same thing? Why is it saying the same thing? Your champions listen for some time, soon realizing this is the story that will never end. This is the story that will never end. Hey, money. What's this? The parable of the little brother. Throughout our town I am strongest in mana, so to the south my path must be. My horse is packed, my farewells said, yet my big brothers will not look upon me. They say that I abandon them, that magic changes men, and I swear I will not leave till they face me again. What? Gate is locked and your champions see no lock of any kind. Wait. Statue is clearly different from the others, carrying a burden on his back. It is as if it were going somewhere. Oh. Oh, I've got to solve this. My horse is, so to the south my path must be. Yet my bird brothers not. They say I abandon them, that magic changes men. I swear I'll not leave till they face me again. I've got to move the brothers. Yeah. Statue's clearly different from the others. Are they not facing him? There's one here. Also, there's this big guy over here I don't like the look of. Yes, Kanye. Kanye, oh well. God damn it. Need to move the window a little. Okay. I mean, there's aspects of this I like. I mean, it's a simple puzzle. Ring Remember Me. Mana points and mana regeneration, attribute 1 mastery. Okay. But who the fuck is, like, skill tree? You have 1 unused skill point, enough to select 1 enhancement effect for one of the skills. Each skill has 2 alternative enhancement paths. They usually differ significantly. One path enhances the destructive effect of the skill, while the other gives it a crowd control effect. In this example, one path increases fire arrows single target damage, while the other turns it into a small scale AoE. That's interesting. Mastery influences certain parameters of the skill. This is indicated by a number in the X. In this example, base effect of the skill is 3, but with a mastery effect it is 4. Oh. Well, let me check him. Dash. Oh, so he can move quickly. Pull strength 8, weak. Dashes to target location, generates additional threat. This will do multiples. Let me do this for him. What about stone wall or heal wounds, though? I can do this one. I didn't even see what stone wall did. Creates an impassable wall at a drawn path. So I have to draw the path for that one, I think. Let's just... There. Upgrade that. So you can refund points. Arrow barrage. Pushes enemies back. Push strength weak. Blind duration, smoke screen, fire arrows. Explosive projectiles. There. Oh, the ring. Fuck it. I don't know how to put it on. I mean, I could probably use more mana with him just because of the fact that he has a heal skill. Oh, it's a chest. You found armor. Well, we know who's wearing that. What is his armor gonna go do? 6. I'm not gonna look at the specifics. I want to know about the other side because those guys look really dangerous. So much text and instructions. It's not that I do. My first initial thought and my thought is that it's just way too much information being dumped on me at once. But I'm understanding it. Probably because I've played so many RPGs in the past. Whoever this was, they must have died very long ago. The bones are cleansed, somewhat dusty. And they're definitely more complicated RPGs out there. There are remnants of a bow next to the skeleton. Apparently there was little game to be found here. There's a small chest. Oh, a shield. You can't use that. I want to go this way. I don't want to deal with those guys up there yet. Teleport. Strange mechanism stands before your party. There are some letters engraved in its pedestal that reads Gardens. On the other side there is another engraving barely visible. This teleporter was commissioned by Baracus, the master craftsman in year 42 of the 5th era. Teleporter? What did it teleport and where? Perhaps it is as the old tales say, that the ancients could move over large distances in a blink of an eye. Maybe so, but this one doesn't seem to be working, which is fine by me. I prefer to rely on my own legs to get where I need to go. Besides, the idea of disappearing and reappearing out of thin air doesn't sit well with me. Don't go on Star Trek. I don't recognize any of these places. There's no way this cavern can be 14 miles wide. This place must have been on the surface at some point. Curious, so much of a human history has been lost. Maybe this place will tell us about the events that brought our world to ruin. Reliving the past will bring us nothing but grief. We must look to the future to survive. If any man can see into the future, then I trust that man will be our lord. If this place is indeed a place of power, the only question that matters is how will this power be used? I hope my lord's intention and our own actions by sworn loyalty are honored ones. Only the spirits are all-knowing, Maiev. All the rest of us can do is live each day with duty and honor and cling tight to our ideals no matter what the day brings. I'm okay with some of the characters. I feel like they're a little too doting on the main character, who is not here. Like, dear lord, back off. He gains some level of clout, as you said, but you can calm your tits down on him. This Horizon Zero Dawn Light version. I have no idea what Horizon Zero Dawn is like because I never got it. I've never played it. Oh, look where this is. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go after those other guys real quick. I know like nothing about Horizon Zero Dawn. Chasm below the bridge seems to be endless. The champions can make out some vague structures deep below, but they're too distant to even guess what they might be. Yeah, because at the time when I was gonna buy a game that was like $60 for myself to play, Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the ones on the list. I ended up choosing to go with Immortals Phoenix Rising. And I'm not sorry that I picked Immortals Phoenix Rising. That game is fantastic. What is this? Gold? Oh, there's gold in this here bucket. 9 gold specifically. Alright. I'm gonna save because these guys just look dangerous. I'm gonna die horribly, but we're gonna try this. Hi. A Magi Spirit? I'm sorry. What? Drain life. Field of Armor. Kill command. What is a kill command? Issues a kill command ordering all enemies to attack selected champion. Oh, jeez.
At your service.
So you can change... I do like that you can change the party, however. Here, get over... Get over here. I mean, what are we gonna do? When you hover the cursor over the enemy or the champion, you can see their base stats and current stats. If you have trouble dealing with certain enemies that have high armor, you can look at their stats and adjust your strategy. Okay. Auras are very important aspects of combat. Certain skills project an aura around the caster marked by a yellow outline. All enemies or champions in range are affected either positively or negatively. Multiple auras stack. This is indicated by blue circles below the character. In this case, 2 auras are stacked. Oh, I see. The 2 little circles. Like these circles here. There's 2 auras. If you let the enemy stack their auras, they could become very difficult to deal with. In such a case, focus fire on one or try to separate them. Draw skills offer unparalleled flexibility in combat. At the moment, you only have one skill, Cain Stone Wall. Use it creatively to cut off the enemy that channel, breaking their line of sight or encircling one enemy and removing them from combat for a time. How do I use that? Combat summary is displayed after each combat, shows the performance of your party. You can check in how you're... Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Yes.
Here, get over here. Let me see. How does this work? I don't want to do that. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Acknowledge.
Oh, that's really cool.
I never miss.
Ready to serve, my lord.
Right between the eyes.
All right.
No.
Going.
Get back over here.
Acknowledge. Will do.
Of course.
How may I help you?
A little worried about... No, she should just be attacking. So should he. Heal yourself, you dumbass.
I never miss.
May the light guide your path.
Can I not use this anytime soon? Shit. Oh, they're dead. I think the AoE damage is definitely helping.
All right.
There.
Yes.
Take him down. God, he's just gonna fall every single time. I'm glad we don't have permadeath on.
Ready to
Get
serve.
back over here, you dumbass.
Affirmative.
There you go. Did we win? We won. Horizon Zero Dawn futuristic prehistoric hunting games with the real... I know what it is. I know about it. I don't know anything else about it. I don't know anything about the story or any reference that was brought up about it. But I'm very much aware of what Horizon Zero Dawn is and the basics of it. Do you also know that one of the head artists that designed the mechanical monsters ended up dying recently? He passed away at like the age of 36. An undead giant clad in heavy plate, a spirit of the dead draining our life. What madness is this? Perhaps they are restless spirits of the times past. Stay calm, Maev. Your fire arrows proved useful here. Those things do not like fire. We should remember that. Yeah, they last I had heard, they still haven't said what he ended up passing away from, but it was kind of really shitty. I mean, it was super fucking shitty. Is her attack going up with this? I'm assuming yes. I mean, she's going from 10.0 DPS to 10.3. Woo. I mean, it's better than her base, I guess. You have 3 unused attribute points. You can see the effect of each point by observing the numbers on the right-hand side when you press the plus and minus. Hover over the attribute or any statistic to see its detailed description. Click approve to confirm your distribution. You can reset your points for a modest cost. This isn't too bad to understand. Okay. So might increases damage of melee and range attacks. Fuck. So might is just damage, period. Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about Screech, but yeah, the guy who played Screech in Saved by the Bell also passed away from cancer, I think yesterday or the day before. Speed increases attack speed of melee and range, weapons, physical, and magic. Master increases power of skills. Also increases mana regeneration. Life increases maximum health. He has 3. You need more life, period. You're a tank. Take 2 life. What does speed do? Increases the attack speed of melee and range weapons. Increases power of your skills. Here, do that. You're a fucking tank, basically. Give her that. Give her that. No. I want to increase her speed, period. Keep her mastery where it is. Prove. Okay, so you can reset. Oh, that's what these numbers are for. Look at that. So it's 3 because he has 3 here. 2. Oh, wait, no. Because once I hit approve, boom, it's gone. So the right-hand side is for skills that they have, and the left-hand side is for anything else. Alignment describes the general attitude of each champion towards yourself, the main quest, and also towards each other. It is influenced by critical choices. More on that later when you face the first of such choices. This feels like a cross between like a weird cross between a D&D type RPG game mixed with Warcraft with the slowdown mechanics and the tactical combat, but not even Warcraft, more on like the Shining Force perspective of things. Like, you have your main character, who at the moment we're seeing can't be in combat. Don't know if that happens, but you can give certain specifics to certain characters and send them into combat. No, this very much feels more like real-time combat mixed with Shining Force with a bit of D&D mixed in. And I can get behind that. That's kind of cool in a way. Alignment directly influences your party's morale in combat. That can support each other, granting the whole party various positive buffs, or they can bring everyone down with their attitude, decreasing party's combat effectiveness. Yeah, so depending on how they act with each other determines if they're effective with each other. That's kind of cool. What is this? Gold? Anything else that you find here? Quartermaster? The plaque on the wall reads, entrance to the quartermaster's office, access to floors 1 through 3. Quartermaster, eh? We should investigate. There could be information of value within. Value? The door's open. Come on. Just a collapsed stairwell. I can't make out the bottom, but I see a faint light below. Too bad the space is too narrow for us. Maybe those skeletons crawled up from down there. What if the level below is swarming with them? Hardly a worry. I doubt their weapons can penetrate my armor. In case you didn't notice, you already went down once, you idiot. I'm not wearing any of your fancy shield guard plate. My life before my comrades always. The third virtue of a king's champion. You should know me better than that by now, Maev. Can you stop flexing your own, like... The only thing that bugs me about these characters with their dialogue is they talk in a way... They talk like they're superior and better than anyone and everything. And I almost want to slap them both. They're just so full of themselves. They're like, oh, my life for the kings. I am so great. No one can touch me. Oh, yes, yes. Pip, pip, cheerio, cheerio. Pip, pip, tap. And that's all they're about. The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. Do not resist. Another talking statue. What is this place? And what is the Sanctum Guardian? I don't know, but it sounds dangerous. I just hope whatever this is, it's long passed from this place. Meh, I've bested men twice my size and twice as fast. I doubt this place holds anything more challenging to face me. There's fucking... You're an idiot. Reach the throne. Oh, that's my quest. Bestiary. Oh. Story so far. Oh, and you can rewatch cinematics. I can get behind that. I like that. It's not like I ever really use that feature, but I do like it being there. Why is your pompous voice a British person? Because all British people are pompous. Didn't you know? Didn't you? It's with their tea and biscuits and crumpets. Inside you have found... Oh, a crossbow. Fuck. What's the difference between this and this? 8.9, 0.29 attacks, 0.39. This is not as good. Look at that. It goes down in attack. Why would I want this? Armor oh, it penetrates armor better. I like the steel bow of Carnage. Nobody British people. It's called a joke, Brad. Another one. Oh my god. Old crossbow of water. Oh, this one's better. Oh god, total damage 42 to 52. Holy shit. Yeah, we're doing that. Oh. Well, I'm not likely to use this, so dismantle. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, so we'll hold on to it. Can I go up here, or is it just going to be an endpoint still? Probably an endpoint. Look there, throne forge of pure crystal. This must be what my lord is seeking. The architecture here is beyond words. Those windows glow with golden light, yet it must be far past dusk in the world outside. Do you feel that, Kane? My skin is trembling. I think it's coming from those crystals. Feel it too. Let's look for a way down. exhausted from last night. You need to stay awake all day because you're on vacation until next Monday. I mean, you don't have to stay awake all day. Game? Oh. Unbelievable. Look at this creature, forged of stone and crystal. He never mentioned meeting this all those years ago. Perhaps it is one of those Sanctum Guardians. I don't like the look of it. Let's find another way around. There's no time for sneaking around in shadows. We are on official business. This creature will yield or face my sword. It's made of rock and crystal, you idiot. I will smack my metal sword against this immovable beast. And yo-ho, I will be so glorious and amazing, and I will watch as my steel cracks and shatters under its bulk, and then I shall cry in pity and beg it to spare my life as it crushes me under its stone fist. The creatures appear heavily damaged, with large portions of its stone chipped away and fractured portions of crystal pulsating with bright purple light. Turning its head towards your champions, the creatures emit strange high-pitched sounds, slowly at first, then with increasing frequency. I think it's trying to talk. I wonder if the creature suddenly shifts position, raising its giant arms as if to strike. It would seem we're not welcome in this place. All right, if it won't let us pass to the crystal's throne without a fight, then a fight it will receive. With this much damage, one hit of my sword shall shatter it, whatever it is. Less talking, more shattering. I'm right behind you, and please spare me the lecture on tactics this time. We're so full of ourselves. Can we not fight these things? Hey. Oh god, it's a boss. A thing made of stone and crystals is blocking the way. One strong hit by Kane's sword should shatter it. Cannot pose a great danger being so damaged, can it? Barely moves as it approaches your champions, leaking crystal light from all over its body. It's really resistant to things. Poison, prison, and damaged crystal. Prison. One of your champions is locked in a stun cage for short duration. While it happens, damaged guardian is focusing attacks on the other champion. Damaged crystal. Heavily damaged magic crystal that shoots magic bolts, each dealing 2 to 4 air damage, lasts 30 seconds or until destroyed.
May the light guide.
So it's like a pylon or something it attacks? Oh god, look where they're coming from.
Yes.
Did I preset her up? No. Start.
My blade is yours to command. Your wish is my command.
Is he actually doing anything
Never
to it?
miss.
Oh shit.
On my way.
Can you not?
Go. All right.
Sire?
Oh shit.
Unleash hell.
She's not able to heal herself, so...
My lord.
She has a lot of health. She'll be fine. I think it helps that I leveled them up. I don't know. It's also early in the game. What did I find? What is this? Crystal something. And a new weapon that looks like shit. Need to be awake during the day starting tomorrow because you're going to go down to see your mother for a Christmas get-together and you can't... Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're trying to make sure your schedule doesn't get fucked. Maiev! Right here, I'm okay. That was a close one. My sword is less effective against those things than I had expected. It died with barely a struggle. Maybe you could ask my lord to part with his fire sword, an elemental weapon. Excellent idea, though doubtful he would relinquish such a fine weapon. I guess I'll have to find one down here while we're finding all these magical items. Ha 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 ha! No. Dismantle this one. Should probably just dismantle that bow. What is this? Broken golem. This golem is leaking purple light from every surface. Its companions must have tried to repair it, but the damage was too extensive. So over time, these guys just fell apart. This is what this place looks like now, and it's a piece of shit. First Magus Elthrador. I mean, we already looked at these. Ooh, what's this? Gold. You found 7 gold. I mean, this place is not doing very good compared to when we found it. You love your mother, but she's emotionally exhausting. I feel the same from my family, including my mother at times. My family gets very emotionally exhausting. Path to the throne is clear. We must tell the Lord at once. The crystal throne. So many times it appeared in my dreams as a child, though I have no justification for it. It feels as if reunited with an old friend. I like how you just showed up. You feel a strange compulsion, the same urge you felt all those years ago, drawing you to the throne. You hesitate for a moment. Resisting the pull is far easier than you remember. Then sit with a swift determination. A jolt of energy rushes through your body, overwhelming all your senses at once. Sight, hearing, smell, touch, even the taste in your mouth seems 100 times more sensitive. As the feeling subsides, you realize with awe you are no longer limited to the senses of your own body. You can see, hear, and feel as each of your champions sees, hears, and feels. Are you all right, my lord? Yes. Yes, I just need a moment, Kane. Maev, though I have no explanation, I can see through your eyes. I can even hear myself speak through your ears. Magic, are you sure it's to be trusted, my lord? To speak plainly, I am not. But a great power resides in this place. I always suspected this, and now, sitting atop this throne, I know for certainty. I am pulled towards it, to a place somewhere very deep beneath us. If it is here, we will find it. Just give the command. Hold on a second, Kay. Can you tell us anything more about what this power is, my lord? And what we can expect to find below in our search for it? Unfortunately, I cannot. I am filled with a feeling, nothing more. A sense we are running out of time, and that the power in this place is our best and last hope. As to what lies below, this is as far as my childhood journey has brought me. Whatever you encounter below will be as much a mystery to me as it is to you. The command is given, my old friend, but before you go, I have something for you. Kane, take this. I found it many years ago in a ruined city. It has served me well and will serve you better now. It's my fire sword. Your champions can select one of the items. Chestplate of elemental resistance or sword chance. Chestplate. And as for you, Maev, this heirloom has been in my family for many generations. It saved me more times than I can recall. Put it to good use and bring it back when you no longer need it. Amulet of mana regeneration or a ring of health regeneration. Honestly, probably just give her amulet of mana regeneration. Take a chance on me. So, you're just an omnipresent character. Just say Maeve, please. It hurts you to hear Eve. I've been saying Maev just because the voices say it when there's a cutscene. There are the stairs that lead below. Everything is at stake. We can't fail. Now go. Go now and look after each other. Gimme. Gimme. Alright. There's like no point for her wearing this really. But, I mean, this is much better. This isn't even much better. It's okay. Oh, he goes from 254 health to 301 with this. Holy shit. I've been playing the medium. Is that not too new? It's too new. Everyone under the sun was streaming it. I really want to play the medium. We're gonna take a while before we touch it. I can get behind supernaturally horror type things, especially if you play a character that's psychic, because I like the idea of that. I'm also aware that the game is what, $40 for like 6 hours worth of gameplay content, which always makes me go, that's really high for very little. Though I'm very interested in it. And Burger Pits, if you haven't ever seen Burger Pits, you should take a look at his channel. It's fantastic. He's great. He says it's very similar to Song of Horror, and I would end up loving it a lot since I like Song of Horror. I like this game. It's pretty damn good and it's entertaining. I don't know how I feel about the slow combat. You can turn it into pause combat if you go into settings Because I know it said it and I saw it before when I was double checking things. Right here, slow time pause. You can turn it to pause. Pause. I feel like pause might end up messing with it a little bit too much, because it seems strategically like it's better to have it in slow time, but I can be fine with it. I'm gonna go down a little bit, but we're gonna be switching games shortly. I want to see a little bit of what happens when we go a little further. The statue is unlike the others. It has a very fine features and seems so lifelike. You expect it to leap from the pedestal at any moment. An engraving at the bottom reads, First Magus Proteus. I feel as if living eyes are set upon us, watching our every move. You mean by the statue? I feel it too. He's pointing towards the stairs. Perhaps we should not disappoint him, shall we? It's very much a game that's based upon its own tactics, and it's fine. It's set within a tower. It's very concise in its story on what, like, the locations. Based upon what it seems, and considering the title with the Tower of Time, I'm guessing areas within the tower have been ripped out of time or something and are encased within the tower, which means every floor could probably be an entirely different venue or environment or whatever you have you. Someone said it's free or cheaper on XPass if you use that. I don't use XPass. I've never been interested in Xbox XPass. I know a lot of people do, and even Brad has sat there and told us to do it. After over 2 decades, you come back to the tower, the place that had been drawing you inexorably towards the fateful day so many years ago. You sit upon the crystal throne. A very familiar feeling comes across you, as if you had done it all your life. You probe the surroundings with your newly found senses and marvel. You move your attention to Cain and Maiev as they descend a seemingly endless flight of stairs. You can see through their eyes and hear what they say to each other, as if you were a ghost floating right above their heads. The ancients must have been powerful indeed to have commanded magic of this type. Yet for all their might and refinement, something happened that crushed their civilization, leaving a broken land as your heritage. You are jealous of the thrill of adventure as you sit here while your friends are walking into the unknown, yet you have no choice. You must stay here and reclaim the surface. However, you also have a feeling, a premonition that you need to stay here or this mission will surely fail. You shake a gnawing feeling of dread at the immense responsibility you must now bear, and you focus your senses only on your party. They have reached level 1 of the tower. Your quest begins. Level 1! I counted almost 1,000 steps, a simple task in light leathers. Next time you wear my armor, bear my shield, and carry my hefty blade, and I'll carry a little bow. Then we'll see who's making jokes at the bottom. Thanks, but your armor wouldn't fit me, and I'm afraid a lady's bow needs a delicate touch. Thanks for the offer, Shield Guard. As soon as you're ready, then, our grand adventure awaits. A grand adventure. Let's get gold. I don't know where we're going to spend this. Scatter papers crumbling with age. Your champions sift through them, but find nothing of interest. There's more gold. Teleporter, probably to go move around quickly. Before your party stands another teleportation mechanism, identical to the one seen above. This one, however, glows with blue light as it rings slowly rotate against the sound of the grinding stone. The plaque on the bottom says entrance, direct access to the gardens below. Welcome to the tower. Teleporter which links to the one we saw earlier above, yet reads below. How strange. We should go back to my lord and inform him access to the tower is unblocked. Now you want to use this teleporter. What did I see you say earlier about preferring your good old legs? That was before we had to descend all those steps. You can fast travel between locations using teleporters. Once you click on them, a map of the current level opens. Blue circles show the locations of any teleporters you visited and activated. To travel between teleporters, click on one of the blue circles and your party will instantly arrive at the chosen location. To return to the city now, click on the city icon located in the top part of the screen. If you have enough gold, you can train your champions in the barracks. Oh. Oh. I can't. An entrance. Oh, no. There's no option to return to the city. Gold. Oh, did you need to have these weird wings? Your champions are startled by the sudden appearance of a strange hooded woman with metallic wings. Blue light shines from her eyes and crystals embedded throughout her body. A trail of blue particles lingers in her wake as she moves. Greetings, travelers. Who are you? I am the Tower Avatar. What exactly is that? I am aware of all things that transpire here. I can feel your footsteps fall upon the stone floors and hear your voices echo through the halls. I am the tower's eyes, ears, mouth, and hands. What it needs, I provide. What I need, it provides. We are one and the same. Oh boy. Ooh, what's this? It looks cool. This is Tower of Time. It's actually pretty good so far. I've been saying it's kind of a cross between Dungeons and Dragons and Shining Force with a real-time combat mechanic instead of turn-based. So you see and hear everything we do in here. That's just creepy. My creators were powerful magi. They first constructed my body, the tower itself, then later crafted my mind. They gave me the power to assume this form so that I might defend myself. Then you are guard, duty-bound to protect these halls. Well met, Avatar. Be at ease as we mean you no harm. My name is Cain, and this is Maev. You do not have the power to harm me, but I appreciate the intentions, Cain. Tell me why you are here. Why are you here? What do you seek in my tower? We are here to reach the lowest depths of this mysterious structure, then learn how and why it has appeared within our lands. So be it. I will not stop you. Explore this level as you wish, but be warned. A strange power has awakened old spirits here. The dead roam restlessly through my halls. We've already encountered them above. Are there a lot of them here? Yes, they are many and becoming more difficult to contain with each passing day. Stay vigilant. I see gold over there. Go away. I need this gold. I need the gold. Gold. So much gold. More gold. I see more gold. Wait, what is this? Champion trophy. You have unlocked a new set of challenges. You can access them from the city. Test your tactical skills and specifically designed combat encounters. Win unique enhancements and legendary items. Oh, it's interesting. What's over here? Why is that green? Inside you found a bow and something else. How is this bow? Shitty. Both of them are shitty. Golden tree. A beautiful golden tree. You wonder how it has survived so deep underground. 9 gold. Skeletons at the table. Your party sees some tattered scraps of parchment on the table. Makeshift playing cards faded with age. Whoever the two were playing, they continued until time took them. 8 gold. An orange frog. At the edge of your party sees a small orange frog peering up at you, totally unafraid. They silently bid the creature happy hunting and move on. A digging site. Shaft leading into the dark nothingness below. It does seem like a mining operation rather than an attempt to reach the level below. Oh, gold. Armor. Skill power increase and health increase. It's a -4%. What is this called? Silk cap of sacrifice. That's good for her because she doesn't... Oh, he can't wear it. She can't wear it. Wrong item for this class. What is her class anyways? She's a marksman and he's a shield guard. Tank. And archer. Like, fucking hell. The name differences on the classes are like, okay. I'm fine with them in general. It's just, it's like little, like we're trying to be unique when you don't need to be. Steel great axe of sparks. Okay. How's this compare to your current one? It's almost identical. Oh, they are identical. I'm so glad. We're going to dismantle you. And you, and you. Fuck it. Look at all the water. Those pipes installed in the wall draw the underground water and channel it into the fountain. At least we have plenty of drinking water down here. Yeah, did they bring food? Like... How are they gonna survive? They're all like, we're stuck down here for a while. Thank God you have teleporters. Can I get up there? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, featherweight steel boots of Carnage. Alright, who can wear that? You can. What does it do? Increases armor, health points increase, movement speed it goes up, I think. Oh yeah, it does make her faster. Kind of like that. So much death, at least these skeletons aren't the risen. These bones are caked in dust and look brittle. Whatever happened here took place a very long time ago. Suddenly a strong gust of wind from the far end of this room washes over your champions. Can you hear it? I could swear I heard a whisper carried by this wind. It's too faint to identify. Perhaps it was just my imagination. No, Kane, I hear it too. This place is eerie, too much like walking through one of those ruined cities in the night. Oh, look, keys. I wonder if we're gonna get attacked over there. Anything over here other than some gold? Oh, what's this? A journal. The children ate the last of our dried meat, day 33 of Devris Prime. Children ate the last of our dried meat 2 days ago. Our bellies are filled only by the water we have in such abundance. Indra lost her little daughter and her mind around the same time. No one goes near the place where the little cairn is that covers the body, scared by the blank stare of the mother standing silent watch over her beloved. No word yet from the expedition. It has been almost 5 months now since they departed to seek the descent to the floor below. We all pray to the old spirits that Sleeth and our people return soon. I fear the dark places that some may be drawn to in the nightmare that lies between hunger and death. Even I am troubled by thoughts of which I cannot bring myself to write. People lived in this place? 125 AS, that's almost 900 years ago. It must be authentic too. I haven't seen anyone refer to the calendar with initials since I was a child. After all, no one remembers exactly what it stood for. I've heard a half-dozen different meanings. All Saints, Age of Sergo. We have lost so much, even the proper passage of time eludes us. We should look for more notes like these. If we get an understanding of this place, we might find out the whereabouts of any valuables. Mind your duty, High Courier. I thought you had left your past behind once you joined the King's Guard. History. I meant valuable information, I swear. Oh, so she used to be a thief of some sort. I like that illusion. See, that's how you give a proper illusion to a character's background. You don't sit there and be all like, remember that time when you were a thief? Ah, yes, I remember pickpocketing that child. Ha 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 ha. I've learned my ways. I mean, honestly, that's better too. But, I mean, there's so many ways that there's been heavy-handed shit. Your champions find an ornately shaped piece of metal. Upon closer examination, they discover it to be a key split in half. Master craftsmanship. We should find its twin and the locket fits. Skeletons have risen from their graves. The claw marks on the ground indicate that they had been climbing out on their own. Ooh. As your heroes approach the statue, they are struck by its sublime craftsmanship. Warm to the touch and vibrating, it feels as if something lies hidden within, something of significant power. That's a stern-looking highborn if I ever saw one. I bet he was really wealthy. Perhaps it was one of the great spirits worshipped by the ancients. Look, there's an inscription here. To those who would seek the boon of Sindros, 3 things I require. The need must be dire, the purpose true, and the supplicant must speak his name. Sindros, like Sindros, month and winter. Perhaps the two are connected. Easy enough. I'd say our need is dire and our purpose true. Well, you know what I think about touching magical statues? Go on, lay your hands on it and say his name. Oh my god, he's doing that again. Who seeks the aid of Sindros? I have taken many souls since I was last addressed by a mortal. Where is thy offering? Offering? Figures there's always a price to pay. Here, I suppose I can lose one of my rings. Place it at the foot of the statue and see what happens. You dare to defile my sanctity with your trinket. Such things are meaningless. The dead have no need for riches. The dead are the risen you're doing. I am not dead, child. I am death. Do not worry. You will know me for what I am. All mortals of this world will know the everlasting embrace of Sindros. One day, as for those risen, they are an affront to me as well. What is rightfully mine has been ripped away. Blasphemy. Bring me a living thing as your offering, and I will give a boon in due return. Then you shall have the means to deal with the risen. I know a frog. Death, what madness is this? I've dealt with a lot of shady characters in my time, but entering a pact with a spirit claiming to be death, there's not enough ale left in all of Artar to convince me of that. You're right, Maev. But then again, we are on our own down here, and this offer to help us get rid of the risen appears genuine. I think we should make use of whatever help we can get. Sindros asked for a living thing. I'm not sacrificing an innocent animal or person to the statue. Of course not, but perhaps you think too big. Perhaps anything will do. A mouse or small insect might do the trick. Great, now we're chasing dungeon vermin. Let's look around them, but I'll leave the catching to you. There's a frog over here. We're gonna go get this frog. I do like the way that I do like the overall telling of the story. As much as these characters are a little full of themselves, I do like their back and forth sometimes. And I do like the overall exposition and how it's being done, because they're basically Humanity has lost its way, doesn't remember anything. They've lost much of their history. They're figuring little things out, and they're conversing with each other while they do it. Yes, we're killing Kermit. It's orange Kermit. It's fine. It's not green Kermit. At the edge, your party see an orange frog. It is the first living animal ever encountered in the tower. Your champions take it as it might make a good offering to Syndros. We're gonna give him a frog. This tiny little frog. Watch, he turns the frog into a giant, horrible monster that tries to eat us. No, this is the wrong way. This is fine. Hey, what would you like to offer as a sacrifice? Oh, I can find multiple things. We'll do the frog. Syndros fixes you with his terrifying glare and speaks. Such a small life force vessel. I had expected something richer. Yet I will obey the sacred covenant, take this as a reward, and make good use of it. Your champions have received a sword as a reward for their offering. They have the feeling, however, that they would have gotten a much richer reward if they had offered a more appropriate offering. Boo! A vampire steel sword. Vampiric steel. It's not very strong. I kind of like it. While I can give him better armor, maybe I should give it to him. Nah, fuck it. So glad. Another bow, which I don't think is going to be as good as what she has anyways. No. It's a decent bow, but not as good as what she's carrying. We killed Cormit. Your party traverses the bridge, each step tentative. There is nothing but darkness below. Here's another chest. Ew! Featherweight steel leg plate of lesser resistance. I have a feeling it's for him. 3-3. Better. Everything looks better, including the fact that, well, health regeneration's lower, but it's faster movement speed and attack speed. Though it drops his health. Oh, it only drops his health by 9 points. Fuck that. Next to a skeleton, you see a parchment with an inscription. My beloved wife, I can no longer endure walking through this cursed place. Without you, I have nothing left to live for. Besides, with me gone, there will be no more food left for the others. May all-knowing Rathora absorb our thoughts so we can live together in her memory. Kind of morbid, but sure. This area is clearly not a part of the original construction. Whether from the ravages of time or intentional destruction, the walls of the tower have collapsed here. I am finding a lot more treasure than I am fights. And I'm not necessarily against this, because I think I'm getting prepped for this shit, which I'm now dealing with. Risen Adept, Risen Archer, Risen Warrior. Okay, let's just go.
How may I help you?
So here's our fights. I do like the different arenas.
Acknowledge.
Yes.
Start.
My blade is yours to command.
Can you not go over there?
Going.
Moving into position. Acknowledge.
Get over here. There we go. Oh shit.
Your wish is my command.
Is anyone over there? Yes, they are.
Unleash
She'll be
hell.
fine. Can you hit this one?
Moving into position.
Oh no. Ow.
Acknowledge.
Right between the eyes.
She is not doing good.
On my way.
Ready to serve, my lord. Affirmative.
Oh no. Fucking hell.
Will do.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
There we go. Yep. Can you not,
Hell.
Maev? You're gonna die.
Is my command.
She's fucking gonna get herself killed. She's about to die.
Between the eyes. Of course.
All right. Yes.
Do we have anything else over there? No. Okay, and he got all of them.
Yes.
Good. I do like the combat in this. It's rather entertaining.
Ready to serve, my lord.
Right between.
Maev, get the fuck out of there. What is this? Threat removed? Oh.
Sire.
Because she has a teleport skill. Can you not get into that?
My lord.
Going.
Sire.
Ah, fucking
All right.
hell.
Unleash hell.
She has a barrage ability. There we go. How's that? I kept her alive. Holy shit. Two-handed sword. Vampiric Steel's greatsword of Sparks is probably better than his axe. I'm fine with that. That is slightly less powerful than his axe, but it's got a higher crit chance, and it heals him for every hit. It's worth it. Yeah. No, I'm gonna call it for this one. I will say the game is worth it, and I'm enjoying it. I do like the way the combat system works. That was enjoyable combat. My worry is that the enemy's AI kind of forces them into singular line targets, and while I know that they can go back and forth, I'm not sure how detailed the AI gets. It's got incredibly great reviews on Steam overall, and a lot of people end up talking quite highly about it. It's Tower of Time. I can tell you how much it ends up costing. I've enjoyed it. Just playing it has been fun. The story seems pretty rich. I don't know if it's going to be the greatest story on the face of the planet. It's $25. It's $24.99. Considering it's a smaller company, it's from Event Horizon. What did Event Horizon end up doing? Hold on. They've done another game called Dark Envoy, which I think it's not even out yet. It's supposed to come out in 2021. I think when I looked at Dark Envoy, it looks like a little bit edgy, but it does look interesting, and it's something that I have on my follow list. But yeah, if you end up liking it, I would say definitely take a look at it. I enjoy it. I definitely am interested in this. I will probably end up playing it more, but like I said, I have such a huge backlog of games that I'm playing. But in the meantime, I think we're going to end up moving on to the next game for the day.